We are going to be going over, again, redo why women in menopause struggle with weight loss. Hopefully this works the second time. We are really struggling today with the connection and the mic, but it's all right, I think, now. I don't know. I think we got a messed up cord. Let's just put it that way. We got a messed up cord. What's up going on? What's up, Tika? Lori, welcome, crew. All right, I can't touch this mic or else it's gonna keep going off. can't even get close to it. Oh well, hopefully this works. But let's start it off. So I'm gonna start the recording, guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's jump into it. Everyone's gonna hop in on Facebook in just a second, hopefully. But okay. So why do women struggle with, or why do women in menopause get stuck in a rut, or see weight loss plateaus, or never end up losing the weight in general, right? We're going to go over everything that I have seen now coaching women for the last 8+ years now, probably, that I think that are the biggest roadblocks. So you've probably you're trying to figure out your flow. You're trying to figure out a flow that works for you, that you want to make it a lifestyle. I know you don't want to just lose 20 pounds and then gain it back, right? No one wants to lose 30 pounds and gain it back, right? You might be even on HRT, like hormone replacement therapy, so you've kind of looked into that. You've maybe actually started getting on some of it. But you still haven't shown up for yourself completely. This is the stage of your life, right? You start, then you stop. You start and stop. And you just keep putting everything else first. You find ways to put other things above your health or your fitness over and over and over again. So what are you missing? What is the thing that you are missing, right? You know you want to feel better in your skin. You want clothes to feel better. You know you want to have more energy, right? All those good things, right? But why do you keep showing up for everyone else but yourself? And this is a very common trend that I've seen through moms, but now, especially when you're going to 40s, 50s, 60s, those habits just keep sticking with you. You show up for everyone else but yourself, right? You might have the vision for where you want to be, like in your 50s, 60s, like the stuff you want to be able to do, and like the health you want to have. You don't want to have diabetes. You might have that vision for yourself right now, but then you start to lose the vision. You think, okay, I'm training, I'm focusing, I'm eating better, I'm eating healthy foods, all that good stuff. I'm starting to feel better, and you're dropping some belly fat, but then you look in the mirror, you're like, oh, like I'm not where I want to be yet. I thought this would be a little bit faster progress, right? And then you eventually start either in a plateau, or you start gaining weight, because perimenopause, menopause changes a lot of things in your body, right? And then you feel stuck. You get a little bit of motivation, then you get stuck, right? Then all the thoughts creep in. Oh, maybe I need to switch up my program. Maybe I'm just not meant to lose the weight. Maybe I'm just not disciplined enough. I'm just too tired. All of those things that pop in. Being tired is very valid in menopause. Now, what do you need to do from here, right? The first problem that I see is that you get distracted. We all get distracted with life. Life's busy. All the things going on in our life, we get distracted. Very easy to lose sight of where you wanted to go, where your vision is, right? You've probably heard of remember your why, okay? That's great. You have to remember your why, you definitely do. But it can't just be, I want to lose 15, 20 pounds by August, right? That's awesome. It's got to go deeper. You got to dig deeper. I want to feel good in my skin. Still not even good enough, right? Fitting in a nice bathing suit. That stuff's amazing. That stuff's going to come. That stuff's going to make your life a lot better, right? But what is the number one thing that is scaring the heck out of you? What's that thing that you know that if you don't get things handled right now and you don't take care of your health and you do quit, let's just say you stop again, right? Or you don't ever start, right? And it comes 50, 60 and you're not able to do the things. You're not able to hike. You're not able to golf. You're not even able to walk. You're not able to squat down. All those things, that's the fitness side of it, right? And imagine going 20, 30 years of not feeling comfortable in your skin again. You do another 10 years of this. You repeat the process, right? You feel sluggish. You feel lethargic, right? I want you to reflect on that, right? When you forget your why, you forget where you don't want to be, you get demotivated very easily. There's so many distractions. We got our phone, we got Netflix, we got our people that don't even provide us value in our life that we want to hang around just because it feels good. Right? So you got to reflect on that. The hardest part is why I see with our ladies is we got to recommit. Continually got to recommit. And this is the one thing I see people fail in every area of life. They forget to recommit. They forget where they're going. They get distracted, right? they get not shiny object syndrome, but you get distracted with the things that you think you're adding a lot to your life. But then when you start seeing your health decline, and then you're like, oh, maybe I should get this going. And then you get motivated for a week or two, and you go back into that, right? You get that passion back, right? But when you're gonna want to quit multiple different times in this fitness journey. You're not even looking at it like a lifestyle. You say you want it to be a lifestyle, but you really don't, because you're conditional. When things get are busy, or you got things going on, you got to help other people, and you just forget about your own health. You push it to the wayside because it's not that important right now, right? Working out, eating better for yourself is a hygiene thing. It's not something that is you should do or do when you feel like it. That's not how it is, right? That can't be how you're looking at it. You will not have success that way. No matter how you feel, you got to show up for you, basically. No matter how you feel. Today, I feel like garbage. My throat's sore. I'm obviously, this is something I'm passionate about. I'm still going to move. I want to move. I can't just do nothing. You got to move every single day almost, right? There's going to be days, yes, you're going to be sick, whatever, right? But, so you can do the things that you love to do most later on in life. That's what we're doing this for. I don't want to be 40, 50, 60 and have all this pain and problems. That's not me. I want to be able to golf. I'm a huge golfer. That's just not something that I want for my life, right? I don't want to be just wait until you hit 40 and those people wait until you hit 50, wait until you hit 60. No, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life when I'm 40. I don't care. Defy the odds. Set achievable goals. The second thing is we set unrealistic expectations, right? You're in menopause. Things are harder. Weight loss is a lot harder. Fat loss is harder. Your metabolism's slower. It's harder, right? You got hormone shifting. It's harder. Yeah, long-term goals are awesome. 20, 40, 50 pounds. Great goals. Love that. Break that down. Break that down to smaller achievable goals. Don't set yourself short. I don't like that. People set themselves short. Oh, if I could lose 10, I'd be ecstatic. You always want more. There's always going to be more. But yeah, set that short-term goal, right? If you're on the path, if you do 10, maybe it's not going to be a pound a week. Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer because you got a lot of habits you got to break. You're not going to be perfect. I always like to say persistency over perfection. Persistent progress over perfection. That is huge, right? For so many ladies, we think that you got to be absolutely dialed in one day, one weekend off, you just ruin 2-3 weeks. It's simply impossible, right? So whenever ladies join the program, the things that we enforce in them, constantly, is right. I want you to learn how to do this forever. I don't want you to look at this in the short term, 2-4 week time frame, even 6 week, 2 months time frame. I want you to look at this, expand this. Okay? If you keep going the direction where you're going right now, if you keep losing a pound, even if it's a pound every 3 weeks, whatever it is, even if it feels slow, you're gonna get to where you want to be. And sometimes it's a little bit longer for some people. That's okay, right? I don't have a timeline for my goals. My goal is whenever I get there, I get there. As long as I'm moving in the right direction, that's all I want to see. And that's with fitness, and that's what I tell ladies with anything, right? There will be times when the vision gets cloudy, right? That's going to make it harder, right? Fatigue, lack of energy, again, because of the hormonal shifts, the extra stress, life stress, aging parents, parents that are maybe gone now. It's life's different. Your body doesn't handle stress overall like it used to. Cortisol, right? That's unfortunate. Even on HRT. It doesn't mean weight loss becomes impossible. It is still possible. It just makes it harder, right? Progesterone drops. That drops, right? So it plays a huge role in your sleep. Your sleep might be impacted. It make it a little harder. You're trying to eat clean. You're trying to push hard. But this is a new stage of your life. You got to accept it. It's going to be harder. Doesn't mean that you get to back down from it. Doesn't mean that you don't get to show up for yourself, right? You can come up with every single excuse at this point in life. You have the excuses, but are you going to let those take you down, or are you going to look for solutions, right? It does come down to a decision. There's ladies in our program that make excuses for everything. They find something that, okay, it's too cold out, too rainy, I can't get my steps in, right? I don't have time to make supper, I'm too busy right now. You're going to find the time for things that are important to you, regardless, right? And, I have empathy for people that make excuses, because that was someone that made excuses for a lot of things in my life, in the situation that I was in. but I no longer do that, right? Because you have to take full responsibility. Yes, it is your full responsibility, but sometimes, yeah, you need that extra push. That's okay, right? You spent most of your life not feeling comfortable in your clothes, sacrificing over and over and over again for everyone else, but it's you. It's your time now. It is your time, not anyone else's time, right? It's a now or never. It's a now or never decision. Like, it's now or never. If you don't do this, 60s come, 70 come, like, that's going to make it 10 times harder to get this weight off and get in better shape, because you might have injuries already at that point, more extreme injuries, right? So if you want like 50s, 60s, 70s to be the best, like more like enjoyable years of your life, it starts now. It starts now, and you're getting perimenopause, 40, 35 even, right? You can complain or you can dig and do the work now. Do the work now. The excuses will pile up. I get it. The struggle is real with all the life stuff that we have, right? But you got to call yourself out of the excuses and justifications for things, right? Why you can't hit your steps, why you can't cook healthy meals, right? Whatever it is, right? Why you can't stop eating sugar. Yes, there's things like, if you listen to other podcasts that make eating sugar less of an addictive thing and things that can help with your diet and picking better food choices. But at the same time, you got to have that get up and go and ready to like, okay, let's go, right? Because you're sick of it. You're going to be so sick and tired of staying in the same spot. I am someone that cannot be in the same spot for too long with progress in any area of life. Because if you are, right, and you keep accepting that, right, you keep showing yourself proof that you can accomplish hard things, right? But by doing hard things, you get to show yourself, you have the receipts, you have the proof. One of the best things that you can do for the confidence in yourself is by showing you have undeniable proof in yourself that you can do hard things, even at this stage of life. That is where the confidence comes from, and that's why I can speak with like conviction when I talk about things, because I've done it. I'm not in menopause. Obviously, I'm never going to be. But like hard things, like fitness is one of the stepping stones. We talk about that lots for your life. This is Find Yourself with Fitness podcast. I'll try and link it in the comments here. Okay? So that is going to be it for today. I just want to do a quick little pump me up for Wednesday. If you might have felt like you needed this one, but that's going to be it for today. I'll get to the comments here in a sec. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's all. All right. So, we got good stuff here. Lynn's putting some stuff in here. What's up, Lynn? I get stressed trying to find out what I can eat that is healthy. That is a very stressful thing. Sometimes you just need something laid out for you, like a meal plan. Just like with your calories, whatever. Sometimes you just need that like laid out for you. I'm someone that you give me a game plan, I'm gonna go follow it. I know a lot of ladies are like that. You just need a game plan, right? And it's got to be something that you commit to, or there's some skin in the game. That's just the way it is. Like getting stressed out of what to eat, that's very valid, 100%. If you don't know what you're looking for, that takes time. It takes time of what you're like looking at food. It's not like you just know what to eat all of a sudden, but there's obviously helps having some type of like, this is what you eat, and then you can build off of that. You need to start with that. You have to, because there's so many different things. People saying that, people saying this, people saying that. You got to have something. I don't know why I'm dancing right now. I got aggravated at my husband yesterday because, oh my gosh, sorry, Lynn. Because he made his lunch, sat down, ate, didn't offer to meal prep me lunch when I was working with only 30-minute break. He was off work, so yes, that could have been an excuse to eat bad, but I didn't yell at him first. Then I made my rotisserie chicken salad. I love the honesty here, Lynn. You're funny. Definitely needed it. Yeah, those are the moments like you feel proud of yourself and you showed proof that you can do make a hard decision in not an easy time. There's gonna be lots of those decisions, and like the ladies that make it and see amazing results, that's the difference. That is the huge difference. Amen. Definitely much more difficult post-menopause, but I keep believing in it, wanting it, seeking help when you need a little. Be okay with that journey, maybe slower and steady gets you there. It's more likely to stick. Exactly. That's exactly it. Right? It may be a little bit slower, but you will never get there unless you stop. You're never stuck. You are never stuck unless you stop. But so many ladies get to that point where they stop because, yeah, it's demotivating not seeing as fast progress as you did in your 20s and 30s. Yeah, maybe you're doing things wrong and you can probably see a little faster progress with your training, nutrition, yeah. But it doesn't matter. Progress is progress. But if you're not making progress, that's obviously frustrating and demotivating. You want to see progress and wins. And that's one of the things that I've implemented in our strategy too. Like, we want to get you quick wins. And we got to make sure that you're pointing out the wins, because there's going to be wins in some area of what you're doing right now. It may not just be the scale. It may just be like you're starting to feel better. The scale will follow. There's a lot of ladies that took like 3-4 months for the scale to start moving, but their body changed in those 3-4 months. Like if you're staying the same weight, you're building muscle, losing fat, you're going in the right direction, right? And that's the hard part to understand. My voice is going to be gone here. I shouldn't have been. I love doing podcasts. It's one of my favorite things, or my lives. So I didn't want to miss. I love it. I love hearing you guys. I love seeing, like, inspiring you guys really to step up for yourself. Because it's life-changing. A fitness journey is life-changing. Mary's in our program right now. She's lost over 80 pounds. And, like, it is life-changing for her. It's life-changing. Her whole life's different. Her generational life is different. Her kids' lives are going to be different. It's absolutely insane. Can you build muscle in menopause since lack of hormones? Yes, you 100% can. Yep. The training has to be really locked in, though. You can't just do any type of training. It can't just be like doing CrossFit, HIIT workouts. You're not going to be able to build muscle. You have to kind of get all the things. It's even more important to make sure you're not putting too much stress, but just the right amount of stress. So sometimes working out less is like kind of more beneficial in the long run. So you can 100% build muscle in menopause. Now, if like your testosterone's absolutely tanked and estrogen progesterone is low, like, and you're not taking an HRT, it's going to be a lot harder. Can you do it? Yes, I would say that we've seen, but it would definitely be helpful to get those levels checked. I would say. I wouldn't say it's impossible. It is going to feel impossible because if your sleep's out of whack, and your mood's out of whack, it's going to be hard to do the things you need to do, right? It's going to be hard to, like, it just makes, it's not indirectly helping with weight loss. Like, it helps with being able to do the actions to, like, get the results, right? It's not indirectly, like, affecting it, like weight loss, that is. I started January with an online trainer, and that's how I learned about macros, calculating, showing up for 9 days. Then your site came along and back to the gym to do weights. Hey! I've lost 1 pound per week, 1 pound away from our first goal. Let's go, Beverly. Then have another goal, but thank you for all the coaching at the gym. You're very welcome, Beverly. That's awesome. That is sweet. 1 pound per week is like a perfect pace. Perfect pace. Depending on where you're at. If you have like 100 pounds to lose, like you can lose 2 pounds per week for sure. I'm an online trainer. Oh, you're with an online trainer. Okay, yeah, awesome. Yeah, exactly. Don't beat yourself up when you're not perfect. Every one day, accept the hiccup and get back on. I don't like one imperfect day turning many days. Yeah, exactly, Deborah. Best answer ever about building muscle. Best answer ever? Oh, that was helpful. Or you want my best answer? I've been muscle training for almost 2 months. I can see changes in my body shape, but weight loss hasn't kicked in. I have been eating a balanced diet as well. Sometimes it takes 4 to 6 weeks for weight loss to kick in, but if it's been 2 months, you're either eating too much food or there's something there. It could be the type of foods that you're eating. Like insulin resistance does play a part in that, but most of the time it's eating too many calories. But again, it's stress too. If your stress is not under control, that could be causing it to be harder too. Can a thyroid medication affect weight loss during menopause? Yep. I take medication right now for my thyroid, Hashimoto's. Again, it's an energy thing. So if your thyroid's out of whack and you're low energy, you burn less calories because you have less energy expenditure, basically. Because you're tired, you're fatigued, your body fidgets less, right? The non-exercise movement, you move less in a day. So you burn less calories. So your metabolism can feel slower. So is thyroid going to make it impossible? No, it makes it harder again. And it can affect hunger hormones too, like ghrelin and leptin. So depends on how a dose and what you're on. And oh my gosh, sorry, I keep missing the things here. Can you still lift weights if you hurt your shoulder? You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful because the shoulder is the most movable joint in the body typically. So like there's like 6 like tendons, like, so your rotator cuff is made up of a lot of different parts. So basically it's like any movement up, down, sideways, like you have to be very careful with it, and you can't do a lot of pressing movements or overhead press, obviously. You can maybe get away with some rowing movements, like pulling back, but you have to be careful when doing upper body. Is there a particular way to determine if you are insulin resistance? Yeah, you can like see your glucose levels, Deborah. You can prick your finger in the morning and see like what your glucose levels are at. That would be the only way to really for sure tell if you're insulin resistant by looking at your glucose levels. What else? I mean, if you're having super like big crashes of like spikes of energy and like your energy goes super, super low, that could be another indicator of insulin resistance. Storing a lot of belly fat too. I mean, no one wants to hear that. But a glucose monitor would be a good option for you. You don't want to guess either, right? You want to test. Like, that's the thing. You don't want to guess with these things. You kind of want to always have it be testing. Can you still lift weights with the shoulder? How do you say that? Is it possible to achieve the same goals with weights supposed to go to the gym? That's a good question. I just made a reel on this. So do you have to go to the gym? No, you definitely don't. Do you have more options at the gym? Do you have more stable machines that you can maybe build some more lean muscle with specific muscle groups with machines? Yes, 100%. I definitely think so. Now, you don't have to by any means. We have a lot of ladies that work out from home, get awesome results. But you're going to have to make sure that you have dumbbells that go over 30, 20 pounds. Like, you got to have 5 to 50 pound adjustable dumbbells. Like, you can't be lifting 10, 15 pounds only, right? Especially for leg exercises. So you got to make sure you have the weights and an adjustable bench. I would say you don't need an adjustable bench, but you can definitely do it from home. You're probably going to see a little bit faster progress in the gym, I would say. But as a beginner, you can start out from home and then transition to the gym if you want. But a lot of ladies work out from home. I also resumed my swimming. Any tips on how to avoid stress causing cortisol production while swimming? What should I be looking for? You don't want to be doing a lot of your workouts in over 60% of your heart rate. So if you're doing your workout at like 80% of your heart rate, which is like 220 minus your age. So if you're doing like you're probably 40, 50, I'm assuming. You don't want to be doing a lot of your workouts or your swimming in like that 130, 150 heartbeat range, unless you've been doing it for a while. Anything like that's going to put a lot of stress on your body because obviously, again, you can't process cortisol as well, but it's just stressful overall, right? So if you're doing that type of exercise, it's not acting as a recovery. It is an intense stress on the body. If you're doing a lot of that and weight training, it could be too much. Aren't levels a snapshot at a time, though, not necessarily a true storyteller? Levels, but you could take it like multiple times, right? Oh, did I just lose it? I think I'm losing internet or access on my Instagram. If that's what you're talking about, Deborah. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Those are great questions. Fantastic questions. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to listen to this podcast, find yourself with fitness on Spotify or Apple. And I'll answer this last question, Kimberly. Weight ranges for dumbbells you recommend to have on home at 5 to 50, and there is 5 to 70 ones, but 5 to 50. If you plan on working out at home forever, I would just go straight to 5 to 70 because that will cover all your bases for like the majority of like training for a long time. If you plan on doing that forever. If you plan on transitioning to a gym, maybe only go 5 to 50 because you were going to progress as you go along. But if you guys feel like you need extra help, Kimberly just joined the squad. She's excited. She's gonna be going. We're gonna transform your life. We're gonna make sure that happens. I'm excited for you. But if you guys ever need an extra help and you feel like you want some extra push and the guidance and that structure, like something for you to follow, definitely just shoot me a message. You can just message me info on Instagram or Facebook, and then we'll reach out to you to see if we can help. You're welcome, Kimberly. Yeah, definitely get those. I think that would be very beneficial if you plan on doing that. 5 to 70. They are an expense, but again, weights never go bad. And you should be working out forever. It's a lifestyle. So invest in yourself. Get the dumbbells. Anyways, that's it, guys. Later.